What up, though? Again. Yeah, so I was supposed to make this part two a couple of days ago, and wound up not happening. I tried to do it. I tried to do it Saturday night at the earliest. Really, but I was hanging out with my friends. No, that was Friday night. I tried to do it. I hung out with Dante. I hung out with Dante after he was in the live chatting with me. I hung out with Dante. Then I hung out with my best friend. Then Sunday, so I was tired on Friday. Saturday, I tried to do it. At work, I was tired. Same situation for last night. I was trying to do it tired. I was really tired last night. As soon as I got home, I fell asleep. So I got work today, but I'm gonna try to do it, man. I'm tired of making excuses on not making these videos that I'm trying to make. What's up, though, Fred? But anyway, man, I didn't finish the AFC. I forgot the AFC North. But let me go through each team's schedule in the AFC North, which I still got the Steelers coming out on top because I don't see nobody in the AFC North really doing anything. I don't trust the AFC North. Okay. Let's go for the Steelers right now. Week 1 at Cleveland Browns, 1 p.m. CBS. I'm going to say this. That's a win for the Steelers. I know the Cleveland Browns. I know the Browns got better. I know the defense. Last year they had a top 10 defense in the league, and I think their defense is going to continue to improve. But Baker Mayfield is not about to beat the Steelers on his first game, in his first game of his career, if he even becomes a starter, or Tyrod Taylor. If Tyrod Taylor starts, they're really not going to win. So I'm still going to pick the Steelers either way it go. Week 2 versus the Kansas City Chiefs. They at home for this one. I say they're going to beat the Chiefs. They always beat the Chiefs. They've been owning the Chiefs lately. So I'm going to continue. They're going to continue that streak. I don't see Patrick Mahomes coming in and beating Roethlisberger like that. And I don't think the Chiefs' defense is good. I think their defense is really bad right now. Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell is going to go off. Week 3 at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I say, knowing the Steelers, though, they're stupid like this. I'm going to give them an L for this game. Because the Steelers, they always lose these type of games every year. It's always one of them games they have no business losing, end up losing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just the way the Steelers roll. They'll lose to the weakest team in the NFL, but beat one of the best teams in the league. The Steelers don't make sense, but I'll give them a loss on that one. That's a trap game. Week 4 versus the Baltimore Ravens. They at home. I'm going to give them this win. I don't think Joe Flacco go. I mean, the Ravens gave him a fight last year, but I don't think the Ravens going to beat the Steelers in this game. I'm going to take the Steelers to win in a low-scoring game. And the Steelers at home, too, so I'm going to take them. And realistically, the Steelers can light them up because, yeah, the Ravens, they got a good defensive line, but they ain't got no good secondary. So, week 5 versus the Atlanta Falcons. I'm gonna give them a win. I think they're gonna beat the Falcons, but this game can go either way. But I don't see the Falcons coming in Pittsburgh and just beating them like that. It could happen, but that could be a good game though. This game should be a primetime game. It should be. I can see this game go either way, but I can see the Steelers winning this game. So I'm gonna give them the win right here. Week 6 at the Cincinnati Bengals. I say they win this game. They're going to beat the Bengals again, man. I don't trust Andy Dalton. I really don't. John Ross, if he even plays, I don't think he's going to make that much of a difference. The Bengals, they still got a solid defense for the most part. They're all. I mean, the Bengals can win this game now. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I ain't saying the Bengals are a great team anymore, but they always give the Steelers a little bit of problems. So this game gonna be a lot of animosity going on. They're gonna be trying to go after the Steelers' neck. They can very well lose this game, but I'm gonna give the Steelers the edge on this one. Week 7 by week 8 versus the Cleveland Browns. I say they're gonna beat the Cleveland Browns. They're gonna beat the Browns, so they're gonna sweep the Browns. But the Browns can come in and beat the Steelers. They can. But I don't see it happening right now. Week 9 at the Baltimore Ravens. I'm going to give the Steelers an L on this game. I think they're going to lose this game. I think they're going to split with the Ravens this year. I think so. They're going to split. It's going to be a tough series, but I just give them the edge, man. I don't know why. I see it happening. So there you go. That's my thoughts on that. Week 10 versus the Carolina Panthers. I say this 8:00 p.m. Oh, this on NFL Network. Okay. I'm gonna give the Carolina Panthers the win. No, I said the Steelers win this game. The Steelers gonna win this game. Barely, but they're gonna win this game. But this game could definitely go either way. I could see Cam Newton coming up in there at home. I can see them coming up in Pittsburgh and just killing the Steelers. I really can. Like, that's a good matchup. That's a really good matchup for the Steelers. The Panthers, they ain't got the weapons that the Steelers do, but they still got some talent. So, yeah. Week 11 at the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm going to say the Steelers lose this game. I say they're going to lose this game against the Jaguars. I don't know why, but I can see it happening. I see them locking down some of their players. I think the Jaguars, they one of the teams not to fuck with this year, just like this past year. They're not a team to fuck with. So I'm going to give the Jaguars the win. Week 12 at the Denver Broncos. I'm going to give y'all the win. The Broncos, I don't think they're ready yet. I don't think nobody on that team could really stop Antonio Brown going off and Martavius Bryant going off. I don't see it happening. I don't believe in the Broncos. I believe in them, but I don't believe in them at the same time. What I mean by that is I know they still got a solid defense, but it's not going to be enough to beat the Steelers. I'm going to just say that much. Steelers got too much firepower. Too much firepower. So I'm going to give the Steelers the win there. Week 13 at the Los Angeles Chargers. No, versus the Los Angeles Chargers, excuse me. I'm going to give the Steelers the win there. I'm going to give the Steelers the win. I don't think Phillip Rivers is going to beat his counterpart in 2004 draft pick in Roethlisberger. The Chargers, they got a squad now. The Chargers can come up in there and beat them. Don't be surprised if they do. Sure, I can see Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram and Casey Hayward. I see all that whole defense is going off on the Steelers. I can see that happening. I really can. Can Casey Hayward lock down Antonio Brown? I could see them coming in there to beat the Steelers, but I don't think they will. So I'm gonna give the Steelers the edge on this one. Week 14 at the Oakland Raiders. I say they're going to beat the Raiders. I don't think the Raiders are going to be good enough to beat the Steelers. I don't think the Raiders' defense is good. The Raiders' defense secondary is straight garbage outside and Khalil Mack, that's all they got on defense. They got Tahir Whitehead as the linebacker. Enough said. So I'm going to give the Steelers the win there too. Week 15 versus the New England Patriots. I said the Patriots going to lose this game, and I'm sticking to that. I'm going to give the Steelers the win. They're going to beat the Patriots. They're going to beat the Patriots. barely, but they're gonna beat them just because they want to beat the Patriots so bad, and they getting tired of getting talked about them being owned. So I'm gonna get the edge on that. Week 15 at the New Orleans Saints. I'm gonna say the Saints beat the Steelers this game. I'm gonna give the edge to the Saints. I think the Saints probably gonna be the best team in the NFC this year. So I'm gonna give the Steelers that L. And week 17 versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Since the Steelers basically got this division locked up and got a locked in seed in the playoffs, they probably gonna sit out some of their players. Roethlisberger probably gonna sit out, and I'm gonna get them that L. I'm gonna get the Steelers that L for that reason. So I got them going 12-4, but I got them losing to the Buccaneers, to the Ravens, to the Bengals, and to the Saints. They could also have another L in there. They could they're going 11-5. I got them losing to Jaguars. My bad, to the Jaguars. So I got the Steelers going 11-5. They got a harder schedule this year. They could come in and beat them. I mean, the Chargers can't come in and beat them. They can't go 10-6 this year. The Steelers can go 10-6 for real. I mean, this schedule's not that easy. They could lose to the Falcons. That can go either way. They can lose to the Chargers. That's another 2 L's. They could lose to the Panthers. So the Steelers don't got an easy schedule. But I say they're gonna edge out to them teams. I say the Steelers go 11-5 this year. They go 11-5 and win their division. What up, though, OG Satan? What up, though? Alante Riggins. I know not that many people watching, but I'm trying to hurry up and get these done. Now, I'm at least get the AFC done. Let's do this. Cincinnati Bengals, week 1 at the Indianapolis Colts. I say they win this game. They win that game. The Colts not going to beat the Bengals. Bengals still got more talent than the Colts do. Week 2 versus the Baltimore Ravens. I say they're going to beat the Ravens here. I say they're going to beat the Ravens. Yeah. The Ravens, they always struggle with the Bengals for some reason. So I'm gonna get the Ravens that L and the Cincinnati Bengals this W. Week 3 at the Carolina Panthers. They're gonna lose this game. They're not gonna beat Cam Newton. I don't see it happening unless Cam Newton gets injured or something like that. I don't see it happening. So, and I think the talent on the Panthers, they got more talent on the Panthers than they do on the Bengals. The Bengals, they still got some defense, but their team getting old. You know, I'm gonna get an edge to the Panthers. Week 4 at the Atlanta Falcons. I say the Bengals gonna lose. I don't see them coming into Atlanta and beating Matt Ryan in that offense, and they got a defense too. The Falcons probably one of the most balanced teams in the NFL right now. They got a good defense and a good offense. I don't see it happening. So they lost their first 3 out of 4 games. So they start the season 1-3. Week 5 again versus the Miami Dolphins. I'm gonna say they're gonna beat the Dolphins. They're gonna beat the Dolphins. I feel like I don't know why. I just feel like the Dolphins gonna lose. I don't trust the Dolphins against the Bengals, but anything can happen in the NFL. I'm gonna say they're gonna beat them though, and they're at home too. So they're 2-3 to start the season. Week 6 versus the Steelers. I already said they was gonna lose that game. So there you go. So they're 2-4. 2-4. So week 7 at the Kansas City Chiefs. I got the Bengals losing this game. I don't see them going to Kansas City and beating the Chiefs. But then again, the Chiefs, I don't think they're as good as they was the past couple of years, but they got Andy Reid. So they still got a shot. So they still lose this game. So damn, they started off the season 2-5. Week 8 versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm gonna give them that W. So they're 3-5. I don't believe in the Buccaneers at all, but then they could be the team that could turn it around and make the playoffs and all that. Anything can happen in the NFL. Man, I've seen teams be trash one year and did turn out to be 12-4 the next year. So I've seen it happen before. But I'm gonna give them the Bengals this win for right now. So they're 3-5. 3-5. Week 9 bye, week 10 versus the New Orleans Saints. I see the Saints coming up in there and beating the Bengals. I see them Saints coming up in there and beating the Bengals. I don't think the Bengals will be able to stop the run. Mark Ingram going to be back by then. I don't see it happening. I see Drew Brees is absolutely shredding the damn Bengals. But then again, Drew Brees, he always had on that one game, for some odd reason, he just struggled like a motherfucker against. For some reason. Like a team you wouldn't expect them to struggle against. Great as Drew Brees is, every quarterback has that game. They just, for some reason, just poop the bed. Like they do. So I'm gonna give the Saints that win. So y'all 3-6 right now at the Baltimore Ravens. I'm gonna give y'all that win, man. I'm gonna give y'all that win. Y'all gonna upset the Ravens. So y'all 4-8. Y'all 4 excuse me. Y'all 4. Damn, I lost track. Y'all 4-6. Excuse me. 4-6. Week 4-6. So week 11 versus the Denver Broncos. Well, not week 11, technically week 12. Week 12 versus the Denver Broncos. I'm gonna give y'all that L just because I don't see them beating the Denver Broncos. But then again, the Broncos and Bengals is kind of equally matched right now. It could go either way. But I'm gonna give the Broncos. I'm talking about far as talent wise, they equally matched. I'm gonna give the Broncos that edge, so y'all 4-9. But the Bengals could be better than what I think they is. 4-9. Week 13 versus the Chargers. Week 9. I say they lose this game. I think the Chargers just got too much talent, man. That offensive line from the Bengals. I know they got an offensive lineman in the draft, but that's not gonna be enough, man. That Chargers defensive line is nothing to play with. So I got y'all going 4. That's 4-10 versus the Oakland Raiders. I'm gonna give y'all that win. I'm not a believer in the Oakland Raiders this year. I'm really not. I'm not. So y'all 5-10 right now. Week 16 at the Cleveland Browns. I'm gonna say y'all probably win this game. No, I say y'all lose this game. Y'all gonna lose this game. I don't know why, because I see the defense of the Browns. They gonna get to them, man. This gonna be that game. All the Bengals like, oh yeah, we're the Bengals, but the Browns, even though we suck, they suck more than us. Oh, they're the Browns. I think the Browns getting more talented than the Bengals is, man. They're younger and got more defensive talent than the Bengals do right now. I think the Browns ain't nothing to play with. I ain't saying the Browns gonna be a playoff team, gonna be 10-6, going to the wild card. No, I ain't saying all that, but they're gonna be better than the Bengals this year. I think so. So I'm gonna pick the Browns to win. So that's 5. That's 5-10. And at the Pittsburgh Steelers, I say y'all's gonna win this game. I say the Steelers gonna lose this game. So y'all go 6-10. Y'all go 6-10. Next, the Cleveland Browns. First, I'm gonna make this quicker. First, the Pittsburgh Steelers. I already said L. They got more talent than them. Week 2 at the New Orleans Saints. L. They're not going to beat the Saints either in New Orleans. It's not happening. Week 3 versus the New York Jets. I'm gonna give them that. I'm gonna give them that win. Week 4 at the Oakland Raiders. Week 4 at the Oakland Raiders. They're going to take an L right there too. Week 5 versus the Baltimore Ravens. I think they're going to upset one of these teams. I'm gonna give them the edge on that one, just because they're at home. I'm gonna give them the edge. So they're starting the season what? 2-2. Week 5 versus Week 5. No, excuse me. LL2. They're 2-3, excuse me. 2-3. Versus Los Angeles Chargers. L. At Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm gonna give them that L too. At the Pittsburgh Steelers. L versus Kansas City Chiefs. I say they upset the Chiefs. Versus Atlanta Falcons. L. Bye week. week 12. Week 12 at the Cincinnati Bengals. I said they was going to win this game. At the Houston Texans, L versus Carolina Panthers. I'm going to say L because they got more talent. Them teams got more talent, man. Week 15 at the Denver Broncos, L. Week 16 at versus Cincinnati Bengals. I said they win that game. They're not gonna sweep the Bengals. They're gonna split, but they're gonna get one. I said the Browns gonna win that game. So week 17 at Baltimore Ravens. I said they lose that game. Well, I say they split with the Browns, excuse me. And the Baltimore Ravens. Week 1 versus Buffalo Bills. I'm going to give them that win, especially after the way the Bills celebrated on their playoff chances of last year when they went to the playoffs, and how the Ravens just took an L to the Bengals at the last week of the season. So I'm going to give the Ravens that win. Week 2 at the Cincinnati Bengals. I say they're going to win that game. Week 3 versus the Denver Broncos. I'm going to give them the L. Week 4 at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Give them the L. Week 5 at the Cleveland Browns. I'm going to give them the W. I think I said the Browns going to win that. I can't remember. It was too quick. Yeah, I think I said that. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to hurry this up. I gotta go to work in a minute. I'm mad I gotta go to work too. I might have to make a part 3 to this. Chase, I can't invite you because it's not the normal hangout. It's not a hangout. It's just live. Excuse me. So I got them losing to the Broncos and the Steelers so far. No, I got them losing to the Bengals and the Broncos right now, and the Steelers at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Week 5 at the Cleveland Browns. I say they lose that game at the Cleveland Browns. Week 6 at the Tennessee Titans. I think I said the Titans probably gonna win that game. The Ravens got some talent too. I think they'll probably. Yeah, they'll lose that game. They got a tough schedule too. Week 7 versus the New Orleans Saints. They're gonna upset somebody though. They're gonna beat they probably gonna beat the Titans for real. Week 7 at the New Orleans Saints. I say they lose that game. No, they ain't gonna beat the Saints, man. They at home. I think they're gonna give the Saints some problems. They're gonna beat the Saints. Week 8 at the Carolina Panthers. I say they're gonna win that game too. I'm gonna say they're gonna beat the Carolina Panthers. I don't know why. The Panthers are good, but I think the Ravens match them very well. Week 9 at the versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. I said they're gonna lose. No, they're gonna split with the Steelers this year. I think they're gonna split. They ain't gonna get swept again. So I would say they're gonna beat the Steelers right here. Week 10 is a bye. Week 11 versus the Bengals. I said they're gonna win. It was one of them games they're gonna win. I know they don't split, so I said they was gonna win this game but lose the second week. So week 12 versus the Oakland Raiders. I said they're gonna beat the living hell out of the Raiders. Week 13 at the Atlanta Falcons. That's an L. Week 14 at the Kansas City Chiefs. I said they're gonna win. I think the Chiefs they're gonna drop off a little bit. Week 15 versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're gonna win. Week 16 at the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm gonna give them that L. Week 17 versus the Cleveland Browns. I'm gonna give them that W. So I got the Ravens going. I think I had them going 9-7 again or 8. I gotta look. L. I'm gonna count all the L's first. That's how I do it. They lose it to the Broncos, the Steelers once, lose to the Browns once, they lose to the Bengals once. They lose to everybody in their division one time, so that's 4 losses. They lose to the Falcons. That's 5. They lose to the Chargers. That's 6 losses. So yeah, that's what I got. And they lose. I got to lose to the Titans. Yeah, 9-7. I got them going 9-7 again. 9-7 for the Baltimore Ravens. I had the Bengals going 6-10 because I don't believe in them at all. I got the Steelers going 11-5 and the Browns. I think I already counted the Browns. Yeah, I already did the Browns when I did the Bengals. I did the Steelers. So I did everybody in that division. Okay. Let's go to the NFC. I'm going to hurry this up. I'm going to at least let's go to the NFC now. The real division, the real conference. NFC West. Why not? NFC West. Arizona Cardinals, bro. Week 1 versus the Washington Redskins. I think they're going to beat the Washington Redskins at home. Week 2 at the Los Angeles Rams. I think they're going to lose. The Rams just got too much. They got too much going on. I don't think they can stop Todd Gurley. I just don't see it. Yeah, I'm going to make a part 3 to this because I ain't got time like that. So the first 2 weeks, they go 1-1. Week 2 versus Chicago Bears. I'm going to say the Bears beat them. I say the Bears beat the Cardinals. So that's an L right there. Week 4 versus the Seattle Seahawks. They're not – since the Seattle Seahawks in Arizona at the beginning of the season, you know what? I'm going to give the Cardinals that win, but I'm not confident in that answer, to be honest with you. So I got them going 2-2 to start the season. I said they're going to beat the Seahawks and lose to the Bears. I don't know why. I just see it happening that way. Week 5 at the San Francisco 49ers. I said they're going to lose that game. I think the Cardinals will probably be like 7-9 this year, to be honest with you, or 8-8. They still got some talent on that team. Even though Honey Badger left, they still got a few defensive players on that team that's talented. So, and they got some talented offensive players. Like, I ain't gonna say the offensive line is good, but they still got enough to get around. They still got David Johnson. They still got John Brown. They still got some talent. Larry Fitzgerald. So they're not completely straight garbage or nothing like that. They're just not good enough to get where they need to be. So they 2-3 to start the season. Week 6 at the Minnesota Vikings. That's a loss for sure. They're going to get dismantled by the Vikings. It's not even close. Week, so they're 2-4. Week 7 versus the Denver Broncos. I think I said they was going to lose this game. So they lose this game against the Broncos, which it can go either way, but I say they lose this game. 2-5. Versus San Francisco 49ers. I say they're going to beat the 49ers this time. So they 3-5. Week 9 is a bye. Week 10 at the Kansas City Chiefs. I say they're going to go up in there and the Chiefs, they're not going to beat the Chiefs. So they're 3-5. Now they're 3-6. They're not beating the Chiefs. Week 7. 3-7. Fuck. I got them lose to the Rams. And I got them lose to the Bears. I got them lose to the 49ers. And I got to lose to the Vikings and the Broncos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They 5-2. Or 5-2. Start the season. 5-2. So week 8, they play against the San Francisco 49ers. I'm gonna say they're gonna beat the 49ers. So 3-5. Week 9 is a bye. Week 10 at the Kansas City Chiefs. I already said that. They're gonna lose. Said they're gonna lose. I know it's off a bye, but they're gonna lose. So 12, 13. Week 11 versus the Oakland Raiders. I said they're gonna win that game. No, they're gonna lose that game. I said the Raiders are gonna come out with a win. I don't know, man. That game can go either way, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna stick to the Cardinals for right now. But they got a rookie head coach. I don't know what to believe. They got a rookie head coach. They got Sam Bradford, and they got a rookie quarterback that might start throughout the season. I don't know what to believe. I really don't in the Cardinals. The Cardinals is a what-if team to me. They could be really good this year. They could be a solid team this year, or they could be really bad. They still got a decent defense, but their offense is questionable. Week 12 at the Los Angeles Chargers. They're not winning that game. Week 13 at the Green Bay Packers. They definitely not winning that game. Week 14 versus the Lions. I say they're losing that game too. Week 15 at the Atlanta Falcons. They losing that game too. But the Falcons, they're stupid as hell. They always lose games like that against the damn Cardinals. I don't know what to believe, but I'm gonna give the Falcons the edge. Week 16 versus the Rams. The Rams just too much to handle. Week 17 at the damn. No, they're gonna beat the Rams, man. They're gonna upset one of the divisional opponents. I'm gonna say they're gonna beat the Rams. Week 17 at the Seattle Seahawks. Depends on what stake in the season. They're gonna They're gonna lose to the Seahawks too. Damn, they got all these L's. I'm not a believer in the Cardinals like that this year. So they lose to the Rams. They lose to the Rams once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Damn, 5 and 11. Damn. I got the Cardinals being I got the Cardinals being bad. All right. I just don't believe in the Cardinals like that. Let's go to the 49ers. Week 1 at the Minnesota Vikings. That is a loss. They're not. Jimmy Garoppolo is so great. Oh, he's the next Aaron Rodgers and the next motherfucking Brady. No, bro. Reality gonna hit Jimmy Garoppolo faster than ever. It's gonna hit him faster than ever. Like I'm telling you right now, it ain't gonna be what y'all think it's gonna be. Week 1, his hopes and dreams gonna get crushed. They gonna crush his ass. The Minnesota Vikings going to kill him. They're going to destroy Jimmy Garoppolo, bro. They're going to destroy that. That Vikings team is better than the damn 49ers from top to bottom, offensively and defensively. It's over. So they lose that game. Week 2 versus the Lions. They're not beating the Lions either. I don't see it. I know I sound biased or whatever. No, I think the Lions, even put all my bias on this side, I think the Lions got more talent than the damn 49ers. I'm sorry. Lions got a better quarterback. They got better receivers. They got a better, I ain't gonna say better offensive line, but that is up for debate right now with that. Defense, I'm gonna get that to the Lions as well. Lions got a better secondary. They got a better linebacker core, if you ask me. And the Lions got a better defensive line. Only thing the 49ers probably got over the Lions probably is offensive line. They're like the Bears to me. I'm not believing the 49ers this year, so I'm going to say that's an L for them. Week 3 at the Kansas City Chiefs. They're going to beat the Chiefs. You know, Chiefs is hard to beat. Week 4 at the Los Angeles Chargers. They're going to lose that game. Week 5 versus the Cardinals. They're going to beat them. Week 6 at the Green Bay Packers. L. They're not beating Aaron Rodgers. I don't see it happening. Week 7 versus the Los Angeles Rams. You know what? I say they're going to upset the Rams right here. You know what? No, they ain't going to upset the Rams. They're going to take an L. What I'm talking about. That's a loss. Week 9 versus the Oakland Raiders. I said they're going to win that game. Week 10 versus the New York Giants. I say they're going to also win this game. But Saquon Barkley could come up in there and rush for 150 yards on them and make them look stupid. But I'm going to give the 49ers that win. Week 11 bye. Week 12 versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I said I'm going to give them that win. Week 13 at the Seattle Seahawks. They're going to come in and upset the Seahawks, if you ask me. I don't think the Seahawks that good anymore. But the Seahawks at that point of the season, that's when they at their best. It's hard to say. No, they ain't coming to Seahawks and beat them, man. I don't see it, man. Let me stop lying to myself. They're not beating the Seahawks like in that situation. I don't see Russell Wilson just coming in there and surrendering to the 49ers like that. I don't see it. I'm sorry. Unless he gets hurt. Week 14 versus the Denver Broncos. I say they're going to win that. I say they're going to lose that game. Week 15 versus the Seahawks. I say they're going to split. So I say they're going to win that game. Week 16 versus Chicago Bears. I say they're going to win that game. Week 17 at the Los Angeles Rams. That is an L. So I got them losing. I like the 49ers this year, but it's not their year yet. It's not their time. Not yet. Maybe next year, but not now. So I got them lose to the Vikings, Lions, Chiefs. I got them lose to the Chiefs, to the Chargers. No, I said it was going to beat the Chiefs. So I said they're gonna lose to the Vikings, the Lions. They're gonna beat. They're gonna lose to the Chargers. They're gonna beat the Chiefs. They're gonna beat the Cardinals. I'm gonna just call all the L's first, like I was doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, man. I got kind of again. I forgot they said we won, lost, 2, 1, 2. I'm trying to count all the L's I had because I see the schedule and it's just look. I forgot it that quick. I'm going off freestyle. Last year I had it exactly how I wanted it. I got them losing to the Vikings, to the Lions. I got them was upsetting the Chiefs, and where I forgot the place called Arrowhead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got them going 8-8. Okay, I got them going 8-8. Okay, I got them going 8-8. That's their record. Let's go to the Seahawks. Let's go to the Seahawks. I looked at the record. It's 8-8. Seattle Seahawks. Let's go. At Denver Broncos. I'm gonna give them that loss. But it won't surprise me the Seahawks win that game. But I don't like the Seahawks at the beginning of the season on the road. I don't like them in that situation. So I'm gonna give them that loss. Week 2 at the Chicago Bears. I'm gonna say they're gonna win that. I'm gonna give them that win. Week 3 versus the Dallas Cowboys. That's a loss. I'm giving that loss. Week 4 at the Arizona Cardinals. I said they was gonna win that game. No, I said they was gonna probably lose that game. They're gonna split with the Cardinals. They're gonna lose that game. Week 5 versus the Los Angeles Rams. I'm gonna say they win that game. Week 6 at the Oakland Raiders. They're gonna win that game in London. Bye week 7 at the Detroit Lions. I said they're gonna beat the Lions. I said they're gonna beat my team. Week 8 versus the Los Angeles Chargers. They're gonna beat the. I think they're gonna upset the Chargers. Week 9 at the Rams. I said they're gonna split with the Rams anyway. So I got them winning that last game against the Rams. They're gonna lose this one. Week 10 versus the Green Bay Packers. That game can definitely go either way. But every time the Seahawks play the Packers in Lambeau, they get their ass kicked. So I'm gonna take them. They're gonna take an L right there. Week 13 versus the Carolina Panthers. They're gonna lose that game too. Week 14 versus San Francisco 49ers. They're going to win that game. Week 15 versus the Minnesota Vikings. They're going to win that game. I think they're going to upset the Vikings, man. I really do. Week 14, week 15. Okay, it's week 15 technically. Week 15 at the San Francisco 49ers. They're going to split. So week 16 versus the Kansas City Chiefs, they're going to win that game. Week 17 versus the Arizona Cardinals, they're going to win that game. So I got them going 1. Let me see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's gonna be through 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I got the Seahawks going 11-5. But but they could go 8-8 this year. They definitely could lose to the Lions. They definitely could lose to the Chargers. They definitely could lose to the Panthers as well. So I got them going 11-5. That's the Seahawks record right there. I think they're gonna win their division. I think it's gonna be between them and the Rams for that division. Let's go to the Rams. I'm gonna make this quick. Oakland Raiders. The Oakland Raiders. I'm gonna give them that win. Week 2 versus the Arizona Cardinals. I'm giving that win. Week 3 versus Los Angeles Chargers. I'm gonna also give them that win. Week 4 against the Minnesota Vikings. I'm gonna give them that L. Week 5. So they started the season 3-1. Week 5 at the Seattle Seahawks. I'm gonna give them that L. Week 6 at the Denver Broncos. I'm gonna give them that W. Week 7 at the San Francisco 49ers. I'm gonna give them that W. Week 8 versus the Green Bay Packers. I'm gonna give them that win as well. Week 9 at the New Orleans Saints. That's an L. Week 10 versus the Seattle Seahawks. That's a W. They're gonna split with the Seahawks. Week 11 versus the Kansas City Chiefs. That's a win. I'm gonna give them that win. Week 12 by week 13 at the Detroit Lions. I said the Lions are gonna lose that game, so there's another win. Week 14 at the Chicago Bears, they're gonna win that game too. Week 15 versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to give them that L. Week 16 at the Arizona Cardinals. They gonna split with the Cardinals, in my opinion, though. I don't know why, but they're gonna struggle. I don't know. It's a trap game up in there somewhere. So they're gonna lose that game. Week 17 versus the San Francisco 49ers. Give them that W. So I got them losing to the 49 to Seahawks. I got them losing to the 49ers. Not the 49ers, but the Seahawks. Once I got them losing to the Cardinals. I got them losing to the Saints and and the Eagles. So they go 12-4. I think they're gonna win that division. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's the NFC. But I gotta get off of here and make a part 3. I know this shit long as hell. I made a long enough video. Trust me, I'm gonna get to all of them tonight. I'm probably get to all of them. I'm gonna come back on here tonight. I'm gonna make sure that happens. What up, though? Yeah, I got the Lions. The Rams at 12-4. 12-4. I got the Seahawks at 11-5. But the Seahawks could easily go 8-8. But I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna get on here later on. If the boys are up, I'm gonna get on here and make my part 3 to this. But I'm gone. Peace.